It's a late night ride down these YouTube streets where the grifters are scamming and the bullshit repeats. Betty's outside with her bullhorn loud, creeping on parents, yeah, she's making them proud. Brittany J's nodding off midstream, drooling on her mic while she chases a dream. And the green team's back with a Photoshop live scrap paste filter, now the kid's alive. Oh wait, who's that cutting through the static? J is for justice, bringing facts, no dramatics. Her cooters are loyal, her mods don't play. Try to fuck around, you'll get banned today. Oh, Jay and the cooters run this town, while the tragedy pimps just beg and clown. They twist the truth, they fake receipts, while Jay's bringing justice. No tricks, no cheats. Oh, don't fuck with the mods tonight. Betty's outside trying to bang on doors, while her chat drops cash like a broke-ass tour. She's screaming about justice, but where's that cash? Oh, right in her pocket, y'all got finesse fast. Brittany J's got a streaming mid-spin, somebody wake her up, she passed out again. Green team's out here with the fake-ass pics, turning missing kids into AI tricks. Jay's got the cooters holding it down, no clickbait here, just facts all around her mods. All the real ones blocking the trash, no trolls allowed, get the fuck out fast. Oh, Jay and the cooters run this town, while the tragedy pimps just beg and clown. They twist the truth, they fake receipts, while Jay's bringing justice. No tricks, no cheats. Oh, don't fuck with the mods tonight. Hush, little grifter, don't say a word. Jay's got the truth and your scam's been heard. And if the green team tries one more trick, we'll call their bluff, make them vanish quick. Betty's stalking, call the cops, Brittany's sleeping. Someone stop green team lying, expose that fraud. Jay and her mods goddamn are strong. So round and round the scammers go, begging for cash with a stolen show. But Jay and the cooters, they're built to last, bringing the truth while these fools grift fast. And the circus goes on. Oh, Jay and the cooters run this town, while the tragedy pimps just beg and clown. They twist the truth, they fake receipts, while Jay's bringing justice. No tricks, no cheats. Oh, don't fuck with the mods tonight.
Me of planting pants that I found. Get the hell out of here. What is happening? Hey guys. Thank God I'm wide awake. Welcome in everybody for the after party. We just finished up over. Queen went to bed and I'm like, I am wide ass awake. I don't know why. Well, I slept all evening, so that's probably why. I'm on this effed up schedule with this Valo trials like 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., right? So I don't have to go live tomorrow until 2, like 12 hours from now. So I'm on this wild ass schedule. I won't fall asleep, I promise. I was like, do I get Coke Zero or do I get coffee? Science girl. Oh my God. How are you? Damn, it's been years, girl. That cover you have up is awesome. Cock blocked by. Oh, we've got a visitor. Let's see who's coming up. It's Smarty. All right, let me get us up on the screen. Hold on, Smarty. I'm not exactly all set up. Hold on. I hope everybody's doing good, guys. I've missed y'all. I feel like it's been forever. The link is pinned if anybody would like to come out. Let me get this fixed here. And then we'll bring Smarty me up. Hey, Shelby Lynn.
For making it happen. I want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Did she really call Nephi to the stand? What's up, girl?
Am I there?
You're here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. What's happening?
Hold. Yeah, but I gotta pause. Stupid. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, pause your YouTube. Cruiser. Hey, Mooski. What's up,
I
Tato?
paused. Is that better?
Yeah, you were fine before. What's happening?
Let me come out.
Yeah, maybe leave and come back. I don't know what the problem is. Sam Bada, what is up? Dude, I haven't seen you, Sam Bada, in probably 7 years. How are you? Sam Bada has the best radio voice ever. Sam Bada, if you want to come up, the link's pinned if anybody wants to come up and chit chat. Hey, Shift. Who needs a sleep schedule? We're flexible over here. We are flexible over here. Right, Sam Bada. You remember Sam Bada, Tato? Oh, man. Is it a full moon? Hey, you're back up.
Okay, I didn't have it paused, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's much better now.
Yeah, I was way lagging. I don't know what was going on. I didn't pause it, I guess.
So what's happening?
Not much. Just wanted to chat. Can't sleep. Husband's working tonight, so.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm awake too. Well, hello there, Duchess. Crime scene photo says, oh my God, BHP is doing a 50-mile radius for Sebastian. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I usually don't come up at night because usually my husband's sleeping, and when I talk, I get kind of loud, and I don't ever want to wake him up. So I usually just listen at night.
Yeah, usually I'm either sleeping on and off or whatever, but I fell asleep at I don't even know. I think the Valo trial ended at 6. It was early, or 6:30. I literally had just eaten dinner right when it ended, and I laid down. It must have been 7:30. I fell asleep. Hey, Maligator.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I did, people say, do you sleep? I'm like a cat. I sleep when I can,
Yeah,
Jillian.
I sleep whenever.
Clippers. Jillian, 7 months. Here's to many more. So someone in Queens actually super chatted her and said they said their name was like voice changer or something. And they're like, Jay. I get up on panel, right? And she gets a super chat. And it's like, Jay, you should consider the name Cooterville because you show missing kids' pictures. The two don't mesh. I was like, what is this?
Do they not realize that Cooter is a turtle as well?
Probably not, but do they not realize that I have two channels? But you know what I said? I said, y'all worried about Cooterville when Justin's over there handing out pearl necklaces? I think you have bigger problems.
Yeah, I heard that, but I didn't see the super chat.
If I do say so myself. Oh my God, Sam Bada. I'm in the hospital because a drugged up driver hit me and caused a problem that caused seizures. Oh
no.
man, I'm hoping for a quick recovery for you, Sam. Jesus. That's scary. Betty made cooter a dirty word. Good night, Earth. Have a good night. What's up, Jackie Snotty?
Hey, can you hear me?
Crystal clear.
Oh, good. Oh, I was just getting ready to go to bed because I'm going to go to the trial tomorrow. And I just saw that you were on and you were talking about it.
Oh,
So,
you are.
yeah, I live in Chandler, Arizona.
Oh, interesting.
And I
So,
just now decided that I'm going to go tomorrow. And,
really?
well, because I think tomorrow Kay and Adam are going to testify, I think. A good chance of it.
Oh, shit. I thought they were being
And
called by Lori.
no, no. And, well, Kay, is Charles' sister.
Right,
Kay
but I thought
Woodcock.
on the witness list it said the defense witnesses were Adam, Zach.
Yeah, she did. She does have Adam on hers. She does, but he's also on prosecution as well.
Hey, Sam, you want your. Oops. Sam, do you want your. Oh, he dropped. Sam, if you come back up, turn off your camera. Sorry about that, Jackie.
Oh no, no. Adam's
I
also on the
definitely.
prosecution.
Okay, interesting. So, did you see what came out today?
Oh, I did. I did. I was
I was
down
like,
there
oh
for
my
a. Oh, I loved whenever she was like, "Don't flatter yourself." That was one of the best things ever.
Well, when she said that she met Adam on a dating site,
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And
Oh
then
my
you could
God, that was
hear like
awesome.
the joy, and because Lori hates Adam, right? You could hear the joy in Lori's voice. She's like, that's how you met my brother, Adam. I'm just like, oh man, things are about to get interesting.
Right. And like, okay, yeah, you didn't go to a site, but you probably should have. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be ugly, but I call Chad man tits. Give me a damn break. Like how gross Chad is. But
Yeah, that was
I
pretty
don't
random, man. That lady was
yeah,
like, that lady came up, right? And she's like, um, oh, I met him at a pickleball, my son's pickleball thing. And then she turns around and she goes, oh, can I change how I met your brother? Because I forgot. And she sent him a snarky message on the LDS dating site.
I know. And you know what? People probably think that that's unusual for her to have seen like Brandon but it's really not in the LDS community around here. I mean, we have a lot of people here, but they're a very tight community.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not unusual the way she, like she said, her daughter goes to the same church as Brandon. That's not unusual. Really, it's not. And I thought that woman was awesome. The way she just was like, sure, okay, whatever,
Oh yeah. Yeah, she rocked it. She did great, I thought. I mean, you could tell at first she was super nervous. Her voice was trembling and stuff, but she got comfortable and she really was good with Lori. But
Well, can
I
you imagine?
loved it. I loved it for Lori. It was great.
Can you even imagine though, like going to a date on a website or whatever dating site, and end up in this mess? I mean, wow,
No, I
that's a
can't.
lot.
And what
That's a
are the
lot,
odds, right, that she meets Lori's husband on a dating site and then
right?
her brother and then all of this madness. What in the hell?
Yeah,
That
it's so
LDS,
crazy.
man. Them people are freaky.
I grew up here. I was born and raised in Gilbert, so I grew up with it. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, "What's primary? I want to go." My mom's like, "No, you're not." But the thing is, I don't really actually know their doctrine. Quite honestly, I don't. So I don't have any right to talk about it. But they do really good things for people. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people
Well,
think they're
I'm
a
not
cult or
saying they're
whatever.
all bad. I just think that they're just very I think it's like a cult. I think
That's what a lot of people say. And like I said, I don't know if they are or not. I really don't. I don't actually know what they believe. I know you can't go in their temple. Not just anybody can go in their temple. That's
no.
not allowed. That's not a thing. They're very big here, but
Yeah.
I don't really know them that well. But
I mean, I'm sure
I
living there, you come into contact with a lot more
oh
like
yeah,
people that aren't LDS, right? Like I'm sitting here in Florida and I
right.
mean, I have Scientologists all around me, but like I don't come into contact with LDS people. I hear about the Ruby Frankies and the Lori Vallows and all
Right.
Corey Richens, we hear about all these horrible stories. So I think that it is unfair to say that
No,
they're all like cultish.
it really, I mean, to me, what I have seen, because growing up, I mean, pretty much probably half of the people know are LDS. But what I have seen them do is, just for a very brief example, whenever somebody in their church or whatever, I don't know, they have these stakes, wards, whatever. I don't understand all of it, but when they need help, they really help them. Like, I mean, I've seen people, like, they help you get a job, they get on your feet, pay rent, they get you literally, like, they don't just give you a food box, which I'm not dogging a food, I'm not, whatever, I'm not dogging that. But they actually do that. Now, there's motives, I guess, for it. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't.
Looky
But
who's here. Scott H.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
On late night chat with Scott H. I'm better. I'm better now that you're here. Good to talk to you.
I was watching cheesy horror movies and got the notification you were going live. I was like, goodness sakes.
Lord have mercy. Is it God Almighty?
God almighty.
Oh
Your
man.
dreads look fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Scott H.
I actually, I used to, well, I probably told you a long time ago, I used to volunteer on the Appalachian Trail. And I was what they call the shelter monitor as you hike from Springer Mountain in Georgia to Mount Katahdin in Maine. It's about 2,200 miles. Thousands of people do it every year. And I used to volunteer for uh, the club around here that takes care of this area. And along the way, there's shelters where the hikers can stay. They're just like three-wall shacks, basically, is what they are. And when my health got bad, I couldn't hike anymore, but you can actually follow people doing their hikes on YouTube. Just
Oh,
type
that's
in
cool.
like Appalachian Trail 2025 through hike and you'll get it. Well, the people that are at least vlogging their journey. And back in 2018, I found this girl that was hiking. I think that was the year that I quit volunteering, I believe. Yeah, 2018. And she had dreadlocks, and that's actually what she does. I think she lives in New Hampshire, but she actually has a shop and she does dreadlocks.
Oh, nice.
So I was kind of familiar with the process, after she got back from her hike and, went back to work and everything. And then I saw the other day where you popped up the members stuff where you were getting yours redone. And I was like, how cool.
Yep, that's how she does it. I should probably get it done more often than I do, but it's actually not that bad of a process. It really isn't.
It reminded me of watching my mom crochet back when I was a kid.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what they use. She uses like a little tiny crochet hook.
It was really neat to watch it, though. They look good when she got done.
Well,
They,
thank you very much. Yes, he is the God Almighty soundbite.
God Almighty. Yes, yes, I am
That was when you were ranting though. Like
right. Yeah,
I haven't heard a good Scott H rant in a while.
I haven't had one. I think I pretty much retired from YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't know. Uh, they, mostly I covered summer wells,
right.
and I'd pretty much said about everything that I felt like that I needed or wanted to say regarding that, because there's nothing really new.
New.
Now there has been a couple of new people that's came out very recently.
I've heard that. I haven't been able to catch up. One of them is Crawford. What's her
Yeah,
name?
yeah, Marlena Crawford.
Marlena, and that was
Talked
like
to
a new
her.
name for me. I don't remember her.
I remember her from early on in the case. Of course, I'm local here, so I've probably heard more about people, early on than most people did, because she really did. She only gave one interview, and that was, gosh, it was well into the case, and then you didn't hear nothing from her for a couple of years, and now she's
She's resurfaced.
So that's kind of interesting. The way I do things is, I listen. I really listen to what people are saying, and then I just keep listening. And try to take in everything. And what I'm looking for, like all of this, is contradictions or, timeline changes, narrative changes, things like that. And ask myself, well, why was it this way? And now it's, this way, what happened and everything. So, but
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much that's why I haven't talked about summer really either, because there's really nothing new. And it's like, I get like neighbors talking and stuff, but at this point, it's also convoluted that I just can't get down with it. Does that make sense?
well, yeah, it really does. And that's why I haven't, really covered much of it, because basically what it's turned into now is everybody in Beach Creek has brought their personal Beach Creek drama to air it out on YouTube.
Right. It's just become a drama shit show,
I mean,
basically.
they're talking about who did this to whatever, throughout the years, and
Mm-hmm.
who did this drug and when they did that drug and how many drugs they did and who dealt and who didn't deal. And, but the funny thing that's, which I knew from the very beginning is, when Dawn and Candace came out, they needed their house fixed up, totally remodeled. And Jody Sue Brown came out and she needed her uh, cabin, which is just a yard barn, is basically what it is. She needed it moved and the electricity hooked up on it. Then her boyfriend Andy comes out and he needed a camper. And then Fred Hill comes on and he was getting out of jail and going to a halfway house. So he needed clothes and, uh, hygiene items, things like that. And, now Marlena's came out and it seems like she needs pretty much everything. I think tonight it was gas and
Oh,
Walmart
for
gift
fuck's
cards.
sake. Say no more.
So,
Everybody's got an ulterior motive.
oh
That's why
yeah,
you can't believe the motherfuckers.
hell no, hell no. If you do,
Ugh.
you're a damn fool. I can tell you
Yeah.
that. You know,
So, yeah. That's just fucked up, man.
but
Terrible.
there's probably little bits of truth scattered throughout,
Sure.
but at what point can rely on what you may think is a little piece of truth, knowing that the majority of it has been non-truths for years, from all of them. It started out, none of them knew each other. And now we find out, hell, everybody not only knew each other, they're all related to each other and they've all hung out and done things
Mhm.
and
And they all
all
have
them.
things like skeletons and things they're doing that's illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
CYA. It's the same fucking bullshit. How many
Yeah,
years later?
yeah.
And then June will come around and we'll be talking about another anniversary.
It's one thing that I did see uh, is, Marlena's daughter was Summer's friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she was actually in a couple of pictures that were posted of those two together. And I did see Marlena's daughter a week or so ago, and she's absolutely thriving, doing well in school, well dressed, clean, well fed, looks healthy. I mean, just absolutely thriving. And it was really bittersweet. And I told Marlena this, when I was talking to her, because I told her, I was glad to see that her daughter was doing well. But it was kind of bittersweet at the same time because, like you said, we're coming up on another anniversary.
Right. That'd be Summer's age, right? Like,
And right, or very close to. And, you know, as great as it was to see her daughter, one of Summer's friends thriving and clean and healthy and doing well and doing good in school, and it's bittersweet because we don't get to see Summer,
yeah, it really
you
makes you think. Yeah. I
so
bet it hits home when, yeah, for sure.
it's just like, man,
Same with Robin's daughter, right? Like seeing Robin's daughter, it's like, wow,
sure,
all these kids are just growing up without Summer.
right, yeah. It's really it's kind of like
Trappin' Crimes has a question for you. Where did you see Marlena's daughter?
I'm not going to say that because Marlena's daughter needs to be not bothered, not tracked down, not
I agree.
talked about, not brought on YouTube. Uh, her business needs to stay her business, and everything about her needs to just stay private.
I agree. I
At
think the
least,
point is that
coming from me, it's nothing but that's going to come from me, because I believe that she, number one, I'm 100% about going real life from the internet, going real life into people's personal business, contacting their family, contacting their jobs, and their you know second cousin twice removed, and everything else. I think that's wrong, and it's extremely inconsiderate. I mean, it's one thing to look it up on the internet and talk about it
Trap,
on
hold on, Scott.
the internet, but leave it on
Trap,
the internet.
Trap, there's a link pinned if you'd like to take a link. Regina, I can't help but wonder what Summer's siblings, if anything, will have to say when they're older. Yeah. Who knows?
Well, that's kind of this. I feel the same way about that too. The Wells boys need to be. All that needs to be a private matter. I'm not, number one, I'm not interested in where they are, who's got them, what their situation
No, I
is.
mean, I hope they're doing well. And I mean,
From everything
I
that
hope
I've
they're
heard,
together. That's the thing. I hope they're together. I don't
from
know if they would be, but
from everything that I've heard, they're doing well, and they're definitely far better off than what they were or ever have been. And that's all I need to know, because I would rather, you can't go through, or I can't, I'm not going to say you can't. I don't know what your mind or emotional status is and how you look at things, but I don't think it's healthy for me to constantly dwell every day on everything that's bad in this world, and worrying about a situation that I don't know of. I would rather, think that they're doing better until I hear otherwise, than to, fret about something that I don't know about every day.
mhm,
And I don't think that's being cruel or anything like that. It's just, they're not my kids. You know,
right.
I have no relation to them whatsoever. It's no different than, what I would wish, for your grandkids. I know you have grandkids. I don't know where they live. I don't want to know where they live. I don't know what their personal situation is. I don't want to know what their personal situation is. But my hope is they're in a good place and everything's going great, and they're going to have a wonderful, productive
Right.
life. And,
I think it's okay to say someone's doing well without, you know, getting invasive.
right, right.
Sin wants to know, Scott, do you believe all the new info from Marlena?
Uh, like I said, I listen, and then I just keep listening.
He hasn't
And
formed an opinion yet, Sin.
right,
He's
right,
still he's still in the listening stage.
right. Well, I have, listen, stereotypes are born for a reason. You know,
What do you mean?
well, I mean, people just don't randomly wake up and classify a certain group of people or a certain type of behavior for no reason. Normally, a group of people and their type of behavior happens, and then a stereotype is formed from that. It's born out of that. And then it can be transplanted from place to place for other groups of people that have similar behaviors. I have I'm not really expecting anything different. That's about as nicely as what I can say it. Like I said, and it just seems to me that, everybody in Beach Creek that's came on YouTube always needs something, and it's always something substantial. House remodeled, a camper to live in, a yard barn moved, and electricity hooked up so they've got somewhere to live, clothes because they don't have any clothes on their back. I mean, those are pretty substantial things that, most people have, or at least try to exert enough effort consistently in their life to keep and maintain those things. And it just seems strange that, we have a whole lot of adults that have been adults for a really, really long time, and they all need all these substantial things. What were they doing before summer went missing?
Right.
How did they get their clothes in? How did they get a place to live in? How did they get gas in their car then? And what are they going to do if summer was found tomorrow and the case was over and there was nothing else to
So it's
talk about
turned
on
into nothing but
YouTube?
a Beach Creek grift, basically.
Well, and people can spend their money however they want to spend their money. They can give their money to whoever they want to give it to. I've given you money on YouTube before. I've given lots of creators money on YouTube before. It's my money. I can spend it however I want to. If I want to super chat it, or if I want to super sticker it, or cash app it, or Venmo it, or buy me a coffee, or go buy that distressed fabric J for Justice dad hat from
Hey,
your.
Jay, can you look in the back chat for a second? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no
Go
problem.
on. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Scott.
Oh, that's okay. I could, and everybody else, I feel like if they want to, help these people financially to get these things that they need, well, that's well and good for them. But that's their individual, that's up to them individually on whether to do that. And I'm not going to say one way or another whether it's a right thing or a wrong thing to do. It just happens to be something that, I notice. You don't see, well, let's take Michael Vaughn. You never saw Brandy or Tyler or none of their neighbors coming on to YouTube and asking for anything. Matter of fact, Brandy Neal managed to keep a job, keep working, and keep raising all of her children and get married while she's battling her health conditions. Never asked for a thing except to be nice to each other and to share Michael's picture.
No.
we don't see Seth. Well, we don't see Chris and Katie out here asking for a new house or, gas for their cars or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
Now we did, Seth, he took some time off from work and everything. And I would imagine maybe in the beginning there could have been a financial need, for things. But
Well,
I
I mean,
know
in all honesty, like we know now that Seth Rogers didn't work more than he did work.
right. Yeah.
So I
But
have I have an echo with you. I don't know why. I
hmm.
can hear myself like, okay, now I can't. You must have done something different.
No, I didn't do anything different. I was checking to
That's
make
so
sure.
weird.
I
No,
was
now it's
checking to
fine.
make sure that I was muted out on YouTube, but I am. But it's better now.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. Um, I don't remember. Uh, you never saw the Petito family or their neighbors coming out and asking for house remodels and places to live, and you never saw. I can't think of the case where you've seen that. Can you?
Mm-mm. No, sorry. I just had to take care of something.
Oh, you're
That
fine.
was
You're fine.
weird. And the Wells didn't ask for money either. It's all the people around them that asked for things. Because they really didn't. I mean, when you compare it to like the antics that Seth has pulled with his
Right,
fundraising, if you will, they
right.
never really did that.
Well, they did, but I think they did from my understanding. Cracking cases ended up because I know they posted for a long time uh, cash apps and would post in their chat, you know, items that they needed, flooring, windows, firewood, blah 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 blah, things like that, cabinets, everything you would need to remodel a house, and asking, for people to
Well,
volunteer.
yeah, because they thought they were going to get their kids back.
Right.
So I think they
But
had good intentions for that, right? Like it wasn't just like, oh, we want to upgrade this. They really thought they were going to get those boys back, I think, at that point
well,
in time.
well, I agree.
Thank you for letting me back up, Jay.
Oh,
I
you're
agree
okay,
with
good.
that, but here's the thing. Why did those kids have to live in a house that needed to be fixed up in order for kids to live there? They lived their whole entire life in a house that Child Protective Services had determined was not suitable for children to live in. That's
Well,
why
I
they
think
needed to
that's
remodel their house.
I
Well,
think that's obvious, right? I think that
I mean, is that our
after
responsibility?
well, no, I'm not saying it is, but
Now, like I
I
said,
mean,
people are free to donate and spend their money the way that they want to. I'm not saying that.
no. I'm just saying like I think their reason for, wanting their house redone was different than Seth Rogers, just wanting money when he says he's searching and he's not. Like the
Right,
Wells didn't ask for money under any false pretenses.
right,
And
right,
I will give them that
right,
because
right.
who knows? I mean, we didn't know the inner workings of really what CPS was doing because I really think they used that as a reason to take them and not have to give them back, because of summer.
Well, there's even been the thought passed around that you know, what if what if there was an arrangement that
Mm-hmm.
they had to sign the boys over to the state so that they wouldn't get charges pressed on them,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
charges against them, because you remember the detective said that the CPS case bled over into Summers' case.
Mm-hmm.
So that means somehow
Well, I mean, if you
there's
think about it, Scott,
continuity between the two somehow.
right, and you got to think like at that point in time, their concern is going to be those kids that are in that house at the moment, right? Like
Yeah. Yes.
they want to get them the hell out of there.
Yes.
And that's what they did. And I think that the Wells had false hope that they were going to get him back. And I think that what you said could have happened while Don was in jail.
It's very, very possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because isn't it wild? You would think during that whole time that he was in jail that they would have been, up his ass, so to speak, to get him to talk. I mean,
Well, they did. I know they did. Well, it's hearsay. Everything that we talk about on you know YouTube about these cases is hearsay.
of course.
Uh, but it was said that Hawkins County did talk to him while he was in jail, and then he had some folks from Utah, because of his uh, stepsisters or half sisters, all the SA stuff back when he was young and they were real young.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
but from the beginning, when the boys were taken, they knew, the Department of Human Services, Child Protective Services, or whatever, knew that there was no effort being put in by the Wells to get the boys back, because they weren't completing what was asked of them in order to get their children back.
Mm-hmm.
Rehab, getting clean and sober, getting the house fixed up, probably some anger management classes thrown
Well,
in
you're
there,
right. I
community
mean,
classes thrown in
CPS
there.
knew that they weren't going to do all that,
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, they're grown ass adults. All these people have been grown ass
Yeah.
adults. And it doesn't seem like they had ever taken responsibility for anything or
Well,
accountability for anything
well,
up
Scott,
until
look
their
at it.
children disappeared and after their children disappeared.
But Scott, look at the generational effect. Look at freaking what's her name? God, I even forgot her name. Grandis.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a
The
deep,
apple
deep.
doesn't fall far from the tree, right? Like
Exactly.
they just have horrible, horrible bloodlines. I mean, just going back in their family on Candace's side. It's
Yep.
pedophilia, it's mental illness, it's missing people. I mean, weird. It's just not a good mix there.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's so much to unpack in that, because, like you said, the things that you mentioned, and then you add
And
on
it's
top
hard to
of that.
break that cycle. That type
It
of cycle
is.
is really hard to break.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be something major that breaks that cycle, especially how deep their cycle is.
You throw
Yeah.
in, and I'll use, since I'm not a professional, but the late great Peter Hyatt. Are you familiar with him?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Uh, you throw addiction in there and alcoholism in there, and that invites that type of people, friends, around there, or friends that they may have. And as Peter Hyatt so eloquently said, any child in that situation becomes prey. So if you add all of that together, I mean, there's a whole lot. I mean, it would take lots of very, I mean, psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, addiction counselors, probably some sort of, I mean, they said Don made good money, but he was financially irresponsible with it. So it was still, if you looked at, what they had as far as, and I'm not trying to, sound materialistic or anything, but like I said, the basic needs that a person normally would have. I mean, for Christ's sakes, their bathroom didn't even have a wall to it.
Right,
there
but is that
wasn't even a
unusual in
door.
the
There wasn't even a wall. There wasn't even a wall to hang
but
the
it
door
doesn't
off
look
of.
like Fred Hill lived any better. I mean,
Right.
so is that really unusual? Do they take all the kids in the holler that live like that? I mean, probably not, because CPS had been in that house before and didn't take the kids out. So what gives? It had to be like you said, there was a deal. It had to be. They used the house as an excuse, I think, to initially remove them and then used it as leverage. That's what I think. Because why didn't they take them before? Their house has been a shithole forever, right?
Right. Right.
And Sin said Jody Sue didn't have running water.
Right. And we've seen that place when that YouTuber Ryan Find Truth and Andy Bernard, whose parents own that property, they went up there, and a couple other, they're not YouTubers, but they're in chat a lot, in the Summer Wells community, went up there to 125 Ben Hill Road, and I mean, it wasn't any better. I mean, the situation wasn't any better. I mean, it's just like I said, it's a
It's a
very,
different
very
way of living. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not,
right,
I wouldn't choose that way, but I also wasn't raised that way, right?
right. Yeah, it's a completely different culture than what a lot of people are used to now around here. And every state or every place has got areas like that. I mean, it's not just Beech Creek in Northeast Tennessee. I mean, I know of places like that in Southwest Virginia and Eastern Kentucky, and all over this part of Tennessee. So it is a cultural thing.
It is. And I didn't
That
understand it. And I was really
that's why I
grateful for
said,
you. Like, you
I don't.
explained that to me.
What, what was that again, Jay? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said you explained that to me. Like, I didn't understand what holler life was.
Right, right.
I think it's Smarty that's echoing. That's where I'm getting an echo from. I just muted her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry about that. No, you're
That,
the one that
that's
actually
why I say,
explained holler life to me.
as far as Marlena, I don't expect anything different because of that culture, the way that they grew up, the way that they were raised generationally. So I don't expect. Now, I've talked to friends of mine, that I went to school with. Of course, I hadn't talked to them in 30 years until, Summer went missing. And I started my YouTube channel, and then they would, email me and go, hey, this is so and so or whatever. And some of them, they did, like the lady was saying just a second ago, that's a very, very hard cycle to break. But I do know uh, a couple of people that did leave there, and they're no different than what you and I are. You know, you know what I mean.
Right.
We're not necessarily dependent upon the basics of things, Just, and I guess that's because of the way that we were raised, because we had certain things, when we grew up. So that's kind of what I guess we, would strive for, when as we were growing up. I know my son, that he's striving for that, he's getting better and better jobs, and, making more and, better money, and which allows him to, come closer to the American dream of, home ownership and things like that.
Right.
Different in some senses.
And doing it because he gets out of bed and goes and does it. He gets up and goes to work, and it's no different. That's one thing that aggravates me too. Gosh, we might just get a rant tonight on your channel, Jay.
We might what?
Might just get a rant on your channel.
Oh, we might bring out the rant.
Yeah, I'm
He's
starting to get a
feeling it.
little fired up here.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Look out, everybody!
It's just
Fucking
like
fuzzy slippers and lip gloss.
Hey, Jay.
What's up,
Am I
girl?
still echoing?
It was me that was echoing, but no, I don't hear myself anymore.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I I wrote in the back chat. I was gonna say I'd just jump down if it was bothering.
Yeah,
you.
it is. It is echoing, actually.
Okay, I'll just jump down for tonight, and I'll talk to you another night. Hopefully, I can come
Okay,
back up.
girl. All right. Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Thanks
All
for
right, you
coming up.
too. Uh-huh.
Bye.
I didn't mean
Ooh.
to hijack you. I was just coming up to say hello.
You always hijack. What are you talking about?
This is
Oh no,
rude.
I am echoing still. It's through you. Do you have
Echoing
headphones
through
in?
me?
Yeah, do you have headphones in?
No, You want me to jump down and
No, can you turn your volume down for me just a little bit? I think that's what it is.
Uh, let's see.
Just turn your volume down a little.
Oops.
You want to try dropping down and coming back up?
Well, I was looking for the volume thing.
No, just are you on your phone or?
No, I'm on my laptop.
Yeah, just turn your volume down.
Okay.
It's just because your speaker's picking up in your mic.
Is that any better there?
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
Okay.
See, sometimes if you don't have headphones on and you're yeah, see, it's still doing it. Like you can hear me through your speaker and it's also picking up your mic.
You want me to drop down and come back up?
You could try that.
Okay. Yeah.
The link is still pinned in the chat.
Okay.
I thought it was Smarty, but no, see, it's not me. I think it's because he doesn't have headphones in. And his speaker is going into his mic. But while he figures that out, I want to show you guys what happened in the Koberger thing today. When I said it was Listen, the court feed was freaking. It was whatchamacallit, hacked. That's the word, hacked. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. It sounds good to me.
Does it? Okay, good.
All right, I want to show this clip. Okay, so are you following Idaho 4?
Well, yes, I am probably, as far as the order of what I'm following right now is Karen Reed and, and probably Lori Vallow after that, and then the Idaho 4.
Okay, see, I'm not following Karen Reed at all. Like, I have no idea what that's even about. Haven't touched it. So I am not your Karen Reed girl. I know lots of people are following
one
it,
of
but
the cases when it first came out. I heard about it, and I didn't really pay that much attention to it until I started hearing about corruption. And as soon as I heard corruption mentioned, I was like, okay, I'm there. This is where I need to be. So I didn't participate in watching any YouTubers whatsoever. So when it went to trial, I could actually watch the trial on Court TV or Law and Crime or whatever.
like with an open mind.
With an open mind, yes. And actually be like a juror, to come to a decision.
Right.
And of course, at that time, the Idaho 4 was still going on, and Lori Vallow wasn't, really going on at that time. Or I wasn't following it at that time. I didn't watch I watched her first trial, but I didn't even watch Chad's. I think I watched one day of it.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't watch any of that stuff. And then it got to be a lot of drama, and that was why I just never stepped into it. But so today's hearing for Koberger, I'm going to have to go over it in segments because there's so many freaking nuggets in here, talking through these motions. They give a lot of information, but this was wild. So Scott Reich is one of my Scott H and Scott Reich. Scott Reich is one of my favorites. He's like, he started his channel when I did, and he's a lawyer out in Colorado, if you're not familiar with him. But I was watching his channel while Vallow was on recess, and I was cracking up because the court feed got freaking hacked for a few minutes. So watch this. So he's so funny too, his reaction. All right, watch.
As I'm hearing the argument of
Hold on, let me boost the audio a little bit.
sketching on a diagram on a pad.
It's completely different than sketching a diagram on the pad, Your Honor. This, if somebody's drawing something in open court, I can see them. Mr. Koberger's confrontation rights about how that's drawn exist right then and there if they're drawing something on the board.
What?
Turn on my mic. All right, so it looks like the court's website has been hacked or something. We're trying to figure that out. That's very weird. We're trying to get the feedback here, but it looks like it's been hacked. But they're going into the demonstrative exhibit motion limine, which we talked about last night on our live program, which it's coming in. They just have to show that it's accurate, and it'll assist the jury. But hopefully we'll try to get that back. Boy, that's frustrating. Right now they're showing something from the New York Stock Exchange. I'm not sure why that is. But, okay, so we got something. Okay, that's a court feed. That's very weird. We're trying to get it back.
The best and easiest thing for the court to do is just exclude it. This is not.
And then it just came back. But what does this mean, Scott H? An ICE exchange? That's not ICE? Is that even normal?
Hmm. I'm gonna
What
have
is
to.
that?
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And he flicked it off. So I was watching him. I don't know what the original feed actually showed,
Oh,
but
okay.
it just like cut off like right here. Listen to that. You can hear the stock exchange. Listen, it goes bam, bam, bam. Hear the like,
Right.
hear this. What the
And in
fuck?
there, if they're drawing
That's what
something on the
NYSE
board.
is New York Stock Exchange.
Scott Rach's face. They cut it off.
I turn on my mic. All right, so it looks like the court's website has been hacked or something.
How odd.
That is freaking weird, dude.
Huh.
Intercontinental Exchange is the ICE. Was the judge checking stocks? Oh man, I don't know, but I was like, how does that happen? And
Well, today was a crazy day. You know, I'm a Wall Street guy. It was an insane day on the stock market. The NASDAQ had its second best day ever.
Martha, you have to mute your YouTube, hon, and then you can unmute. Go ahead, Scott.
The NASDAQ had its second best day ever in history. The Dow, I think, had its biggest gain since 1948, World War II. The S&P, I can't remember, but it was way up there too. I mean, it was a huge day, and we're not going to get into politics or anything, but
Yeah, no.
due to the what's going on, with the president and his
The tariffs and all that.
the tariffs and the trade situation, it's been very volatile stock market for the past 2 or 3 weeks for sure, and probably will be if anybody else is in the stock market. Probably will be volatile for the next 2 or 3 weeks. I would say for
It's
sure.
a good time to buy though, right? When they're down.
A lot of people today, and I typed that in my Discord today. I shared that with the girls over there, that a lot of people today had life-changing moment if they were able to buy at the bottom and experience the raise today. I did okay. I mean, I'm not going to say mine was a life-changing moment. I don't have that much capital. I'm not a billionaire hedge fund owner, anything like that. But the big guys, I mean, some of the, we're talking about 8, 10, 12% gains in the matter of a couple of hours.
Wow.
And I mean, that's, if you had $100 and you could make, $10 and have $110 in an hour, would you do it? Well, if you had,
Wait, do you think it's gonna go back up?
it's going to take a little time. He put a 90-day pause
Oh,
on
okay.
the tariffs because they had more than 75 countries come to him or contact somebody in the the White House or the cabinet or a senator or whatever.
So that's why it spiked a little bit, was because of that pause.
Right, because of that pause. So now,
Gotcha.
his trade advisors and him and then the other country and their trade advisors have to get together and negotiate. So that's going to take a while, That's why he did 90 days, because it takes a while for, to coordinate all of that and to work all those, hopefully to work all those trade deals out to where it's a more level playing field.
Hey, Martha.
And so the market will probably, now I saw one report on, I think it was CNBC, where they said that they
Can
weren't
you
going
guys
to
hear me?
announce which countries.
I can hear you.
Oh, no, because I just saw the chat. And somebody said, "Are you falling asleep?" I'm not falling asleep. I'm just don't want to interrupt. Um,
No, you're
be-
good. What's up, Martha?
oh, nothing. I just want to listen to what he's saying, and then I can talk.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just
No,
rambling.
no.
I was about done, but
Yeah.
one report said that the White House is not going to announce which countries called for early negotiations. They were going to keep that private. But then I heard another report that the stock market probably will have volatility because if it's announced, every time a deal is made with the country or not made with the country, that could influence, the market on whether it goes up or down, depending on what deal was made and what country was involved,
Oh, that makes sense.
So
Martha
What's up?
is Martha
So
Jennifer Martha.
I know, and I'm gonna
What is
tell
going on?
everybody. I know it is funny in certain channels, like when we're like on Clue. And I don't mind you guys calling me Martha, Jennifer, Betty Boop, whatever you want to call me. But in terms of, can you guys hear me?
I can now.
yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you. Hello, Martha.
No,
I'm Scott H, by the way.
hi.
I just figured out who you were now. Hello,
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
hi. I guess because I had three different names. And it's not that I was being a troll. It's just that um. it's a long story with the other BJ channel thing.
Girl, you ain't got to explain. You can use whatever fucking name you want. I mean, whether you're Betty Boop, Jennifer, Martha, it's not like you're hiding who you are. I ain't worried about you. And I don't think you're the dog handler. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I don't think she's a dog handler either.
Hello?
Martha, you with us?
I'm here.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Marta?
Yes.
Did you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Did you hear
Ay,
what I
Dios
said?
mío, my phone keeps like, how do I do this?
Oh, so it's probably when your phone goes into lock mode.
Yeah, I just got me a new phone. I got me the 16 Pro Max.
Well, that's what's happening. You got to change your settings probably to how long it
How do
goes
I
into
do
lock.
that?
Do you have Apple?
Mm-hmm.
Go into your settings
Okay.
and it should say, fuck, I don't even know, like lock mode or something. Sleep, you should be able to change the minutes. I like Martha too. Everybody in chat's like, oh, I like Martha. What do you prefer to be called? Obviously Martha, because she's up here as Martha. Scott, are you familiar with Betty Boop?
As far as the character Betty Boop,
No, this girl, Martha.
oh, I just saw clips for clip channels who clipped her on
Not Bullhorn Betty, right?
one stream. No, it was. I don't want to embarrass the poor girl.
No, don't. Why would you?
I'm here.
embarrass her?
I'm here. Can you guys
Oh,
hear
was
me?
it when she was on Queen's panel?
Uh, the white T-shirt
Mm,
situation.
I am
yeah.
so sorry. I know that was so embarrassing. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can hear
it
you
didn't
fine,
bother me at
girl.
all.
I know. That was so embarrassing. You know what? At night, I just get comfortable and
Girl, ain't nobody wearing a bra at night. So I don't want to talk about that because I don't think it should have ever been brought up in the first place.
yeah.
That's
But
my opinion.
anyways, I don't know. I mean, I guess we're talking about anything.
I didn't even put a bra on today. If you want to know the truth.
Scott, she cut out again. Her phone went into lock mode again. Oh my God.
God, Jesus, I need to change this.
Jesus Christ, Martha.
Okay, so are we talking about the bush?
What
No.
bush? Oops, I didn't mean to remove you. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm trying to adjust your mic.
There's a deboosh in the chat asking
Oh,
if you can say
deboosh.
deboosh.
The bush, the bush, the bush.
Screw bras. Bras are overrated.
Hey, you know what? As a matter of fact, I know that BJ's watching us. Hey, BJ, can you hear me? Wake up. Hey, if you have the oh
What?
oh okay. I thought you got me off.
No.
If you have
Why
the
would I
asthma
cut you?
thingy,
Why would I
BJ,
cut you off?
if you have the asthma thing, can you show me because I have an albuterol too for my asthma. I want to see if it was better for me to take the one that you're taking. So maybe if you can go on camera and show me the one that you're using when you go and do that puff puff.
Oh, hold on. I got to puff on my inhaler. Who says that, anyways? Like, just go do it. Say, I'll be
No,
right back. Why do we got to know?
yeah, no, but show me, girl. I mean, put it on camera.
You
Look.
want to see her doing that shit? I don't.
No, but I mean, it's like I don't believe that she's doing the puff.
Oh, you mean you're calling her out on the puff?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I can show you my inhaler on camera. You know what I'm saying? So, but okay.
Oh, fuck. There she goes again. She gone. You got Scott H over there making some rice pudding and tea.
I'm back.
Martha's
oh my
back. Are you vaping or you have an inhaler?
No, I have an inhaler and I have what do you call it?
Okay, here you go. Settings, display and brightness, auto lock.
Okay.
Settings, display and brightness, and then auto lock. It is like talking to someone on dial up. Is Scott still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you make some rice pudding and tea?
I do have some sweet tea, yes, but I don't have any rice pudding right now.
I always picture you. This is so funny. Okay, so I picture Scott H in his in a cabin in Tennessee. Like,
I'm back. I'm back. I put it on
oh
never.
fuck, she back
Yay!
with his. She back.
I'm back.
So I picture Scott H in his cabin with a wood burning stove, with rice pudding cooking in like a cast iron pot, and I don't know. That's just how I picture your setup. I know I'm probably off, but
Well,
Just
I
let
do
me
have,
have
I do
my
heat,
visual.
I do heat with wood. I do have a wood stove.
I know you do. So that's I
And
picture you could like being all old school.
I do
Oh,
use cast iron, some sort of a cast iron cookware, mostly skillets, on a daily basis or at least regularly.
see?
So, yes, I have a specific iron skillet for whether I cook skillet bread or cornbread, and then I have a specific one that I cook eggs in, and then
See?
I have another one that is specifically for, well, it's a Dutch oven, so it's a big pot, for stews or whatever.
I'm cracking up. Chris said, I always picture Scott H in a red and black flannel robe every time he's on panel.
Oh gosh.
Scott, I have a challenge for you. Can you do overalls?
Can I do what?
Overalls.
Overalls. I actually thought about getting a pair of overalls. I
You don't
don't
have any?
I don't currently have any overalls, no. But I'm leaning more toward what I actually want is the painters overalls, the white ones.
Oh, the white like Dickies.
You know how? Yeah, yeah. I've got my insulated heavy duty. My winter, I use Carhartt, nothing but Carhartt. My top coat or my coveralls, insulated coveralls are Carhartts, and then I've got the lightweight uh, for spring and fall are Dickies. But
I'm not laughing at you. I'm reading the chat.
they're a dark navy blue. Picture Michael Myers.
Oh God, I don't want to
Oh my
picture it.
God.
Stop,
That's
Scott
that,
H. That's scary.
that's what I
You're
look like in the
scaring
in
me.
the
Oh
spring
my
or the
God.
sun.
Martha, I'm getting scared. Hold me.
But I want some
I'm
white
holding you,
ones for
girl.
the
I'm
summer,
holding
so
you.
they would be cool.
Fucking fuzzy slippers and lip gloss.
Tuesday the sister says, I
I
picture
just read
Scott with fuzzy slippers and lip gloss.
that. Only
Hey,
on
I was out.
Thursdays. Only on
Hey, Scotty.
Thursdays, Tuesday.
Can I call you Scotty?
Yeah.
Scotty. Do you know anything about BJ?
Oh my God, Martha's obsessed with BJ.
Yeah, I'm
I
so
I know I
obsessed.
know who
She
she.
said I'm her stalker.
Oh my God, Martha.
Okay, hey, Scotty.
Hmm.
Do you know about BJ? So if you don't, she has her green team. Okay, so the green team
Oh,
is
shit.
her bush. Okay.
Are you part of the green team or are you anti-green team?
Okay, I'm about to get off. Okay.
Why?
You're insulting me, Scotty.
No, he's
I
not.
apologize.
He's not insulting you. He's asking you a question.
You're insulting me.
Oh,
How
Martha.
dare you say I'm a green team?
I
I'm
would
just
I
kidding,
would
Scotty.
never. I would never.
No, the green team is more called like the bush. Okay? The bush is and then the subs are the crabs.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Vibrator
So
has joined the panel. What's up, Vibe?
vibrator, hello.
Hello.
Wake up.
So the crabs, the reason why, you know how Cletus said, okay, Scott, maybe you might want to cover your ears if you don't want to listen to this. But you know
Hello?
how you know how you know
Holy
how
fuck.
Cletus said that say, hey BJ, you wanna use the ay Dios mío, what's the name of that thing for your infections? When you have an infection?
Oh, cellulitis?
No, no.
Antibiotics?
Antibiotics. So Cleta said, "Hey, BJ, have you tried to use your antibiotic cream?" And I said, "Well, she's not gonna use the antibiotic cream because um
What are you talking about?
okay, the only thing that her man probably eats
Oh,
is
Martha,
a crab
Martha,
salad.
Martha, Martha,
Okay, I'm not
Martha.
going there. I'm not going
Blit,
there.
blit.
Blech. Yeah, crab salad. Crab salad.
Is she attempting to use an antibiotic cream to get rid of her crabs?
My God,
I
this
don't know what the
conversation.
success rate on that is.
Vibrator, are you there?
Vibrator.
What are you doing, Vibrator?
I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Should I do that?
I was trying to test out my microphone, but it's not working. I don't know.
I can hear you.
Gemini, yes, this is Jennifer, Martha, Betty Boop, whatever you want to call me.
Oh goodness, I forgot about that. There was some other clips that I saw. I saw Sin reminded me there. Maybe the antibiotic cream is from irritation, allergic reaction to roses or something. I don't know.
Oh God, a kiss from a rose. Hey, Cramit. Thank you for the songs, Cramit.
Vibrator, what happened to you? Did you get the BJ side effect?
Vibrator.
Don't mention that fish to me.
Huh?
I said, don't mention that fish to me.
Who's that?
BJ. Blowjob. Blowjob.
Who's talking?
That's
Scotty
vibe.
or
That's vibe. That's
Vibrator?
vibe. That's vibe.
Oh, hi, Vibe.
Hi.
What were you saying about Bush in the bush?
Hi.
In the bush.
The bush. Hey, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you everybody, okay?
I said,
Tell
don't
us.
mention blowjob to me, BJ.
You're cutting out, Vibey.
I don't know where to go with all this. We've got
Are
a
you ever gonna?
vibrator.
Scotty,
We've
I'm
got
sorry, Scotty.
critters, we've got the bush, we've got crabs, we've got antibiotic cream, we've got roses. I don't know where to go.
Scott, what happened to the stock market, man? We were having like this conversation. Now it went all south.
Right.
Oh,
Okay,
my God.
Scotty. Okay, so let me try to explain it to you. So
Oh,
their
fuck.
team is called the Green Team, okay? Me, I came up with the Bush Team. And then we have the uh, what's the name of the channel that mocking?
Mocking Media.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see Mocking Media's newest?
No.
Me either. Do you guys want to watch it?
Yeah. Amen.
Hey, no Samael summonings here.
Amen. Okay.
Hold on, I just got a super chat. Jade, thank you. Regards to the Sebastian Rogers YouTube vid, PS1 after his name could have been created on PlayStation 1. I can't get it off my mind. Something research for CP. Hey, I didn't even think about that.
We got a fupa chap.
I think I got a super chat. Yeah, Mocking Media is hilarious.
Okay, play it.
Okay, let me pull it up.
Scotty, are you there? Okay,
Scott,
you're
are you
gonna.
familiar with Mocking Media?
I am not. No.
Okay, you're gonna.
Oh, dude, you're gonna
You're
get a
gonna
kick out of
die.
this. This is the best. So I haven't seen this one, so this is gonna be a raw reaction. These people are creative as fuck. Okay,
Thank you
this
for
is
your
2 days ago.
support. If you please, do the thumbs
Do our
up.
intro, please.
Do your thumbs up for Jay, please. I will be so happy because the 21st, holy shit, is coming. When
It's
is
almost the
it?
end of the month, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. The 21st. So, yeah. And for those that are not doing super chats, I'm sorry. I got too many people here. So, it's not that I'm ignoring you, but if you do a super chat that I can see you. Hello, everybody. Hello, Regina. Hello, Firefly. Hello, Kermit. Hello, Irene. Hello, Jade.
Okay, BJ, let's play Mocking Media.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't realize that was a countdown. I'm sorry.
I'm your host, Reverend Lee Jonathan of the RLJ Ministries in Manatee County, Florida. Today, I have a special treat for all of you. As many of you are aware, there's been some bickering between members of the so-called Green Team. And since you all know how much I just love to help people, I think that it's important that we sit down with those within the ranks who are butthurt with each other and try to get some answers and work things out. After
I'm sorry,
all,
but that
none
is
of
the
this
Bush
is helping the
team,
case that
okay?
these pretend keyboard detectives claim to be a part of. And since we have a lot to get into, let's get to it. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. It's nice to see you.
Holy shit, that was me.
Hello?
I'm falling asleep.
I said, it's nice to see you.
Shake those bushes.
Julie?
Shake those bushes.
Brittany? Samael?
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry.
Monkey Boy?
I just
What in the
farted.
hell is
I'm
wrong with
sorry.
all of you? Oh, I get it now. I see what's going on here. None of you are speaking to each other. Tell you what, since there seems to be some tension in here, I don't want any of you highly functioning adults with spectacular coping skills to feel uneasy. Let's make this a safe space, again, for functioning adults, and none of you have to talk to each other. You can just talk with me. Perhaps at the end of all of this, we can all be besties again. Julie, in our last stream, we didn't get much time to talk to one another, so if you don't mind, I'll start with you.
Okay.
Julie, before we begin, would you mind lowering your camera just a bit? For a moment, I thought I was watching the movie Mask, starring Cher. I only ask because at this angle, you look just like Eric Stoltz, who played Rocky Dennis. I think by lowering your camera, it'd alleviate any confusion that our viewers may have between the two of you.
Okay.
Perfect. Now take the mask off. I'm just kidding, Pumpkin.
To say that about me is slanderous, is defamatory, it's libel, and it's against the law.
But it's okay for you to make false allegations with zero proof on a public
Hey,
platform.
Greg,
And
do
it's
you want a
okay when you
24 pack?
constantly mock the parents of a
Or a
missing
12 pack?
child. I assume it's also
No?
okay when you do batshit
24
crazy
pack?
family tree background checks,
Okay.
or when you go real
Okay.
life on people who pick on you.
You can deal with
I
my
suppose
bullshit.
it's okay for you to tell your subscribers to mass report a private investigator. And finally, I guess that it's okay for you to create ignorant streams where you dress up like Chris and Katie, or anyone else that's done more for this case than you, a miserable religious hypocrite who desperately needs to belong, who has done nothing for this case except for screaming and crying into the void on these YouTube streets?
Who are you to judge me?
Who are you to judge the Proudfoots?
Don't have to watch me. Nobody's forcing anybody to watch me.
Wait a minute, are you crying?
I'm a crier.
No shit.
It's okay. It's okay to cry.
Sure, but not as much as you do.
I cry a lot. I'm very emotional, okay?
Julie, whatever's going on up there in that melon of yours is far beyond emotional. It's borderline clinical.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm an emotional person. And as we speak, you guys know, we're facing a crisis right now.
A crisis? What happened?
Justin and Smiley and Tony and Brittany J bullied the shit out of me.
Wait a minute. They bullied you?
Bullied the shit out of me. It was horrible.
Wow, from how you sound, they must have really went off the handle on you.
Yeah, they went off the handle. They did go off the handle. That was not right.
Maybe they thought that some of your batshit crazy actions and theories were a bit too, I don't know, knucking futs?
Wow, you guys take the cake, saying really mean things, being really nasty, really nasty.
Julie, I'm sorry for being mean and nasty during this crisis of yours. I should have pretended to care more about your feelings, sensitivities, and all of that other junk. I should have given you the same amount of grace that you give to the Proudfoots on a daily basis. With that being said, I'm so sorry that your imaginary friends turned on you, and I'd love to hear how that makes you feel.
I'm feeling particularly, I haven't cried this much in the last,
5 minutes.
I've cried a lot, but not like, it's certainly increased.
Julie, for your own mental health, I wish that you'd just step away from the true crime community.
Is that what you wish?
Julie, I think that the best thing for you to do would be to get away from all of this drama, get your shit together, and stop crying so damn much.
Don't tell me to go away and get my shit together.
Julie, I only say this because I'm really concerned about you.
You're so fucking concerned about me, piece of shit.
Hey now, there's no need for that kind of language.
Excuse my language.
Julie, let's calm ourselves down a bit and take a step back. You said earlier that some of your imaginary friends on the green team have been bullying you. I believe that the first name that you mentioned was Justin. That's shocking. I thought that he promoted your channel and that you'd be nothing without him. After all, without Justin and his stupid monkey and the ant legs
Look at Justin's name. It says viewing hours.
stapled to his scalp to make it appear that he has hair, your channel would be dead in the water.
Justin never promoted my channel. Never. He never, ever, ever promoted my channel. I never got subscribers because of Justin. I never got anything because of him. Everything I do is because of me.
Julie, if you don't mind, I'm going to put our conversation on hold for just a few minutes and have a little talk with Justin. Since you've accused him of bullying you, I think that it's only fair that I hear his side of the story before I come to any conclusions. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Wonderful. Now let's all welcome Justin to the show. Hello, Justin, and thank you for being here. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for being respectful to Julie by being quiet while she spoke. Now, I assume that you've been listening this entire time, and I'm sure that you have a lot to say. So by all means, the floor is yours. Oh my. Such a shame. He was so young, at least in his imagination. I wonder what will happen to Pearl. Oh well, I guess that I should say a few words. Dear Lord, please look out for Justin. I mean, you probably won't recognize him since he can't wear makeup or filters in heaven, but trust me, you can't miss him. He has a bunch of ant legs stapled to his forehead since he's aging out and losing his hair.
Well, hello everyone.
What the
Vampire!
fuck?
I know your time is very, very valuable, and I
That's
do
good.
appreciate you spending some time with me.
Hello, Justin, and welcome back to the land of the living.
How do you mean?
Seriously? Look, in our last interview, I didn't even know if you still had a pulse, until that twitchy monkey of yours climbed on top of your head
God
and
damn
tugged at
it.
those
You
ant
scared the
legs
shit.
stapled to your scalp, and you suddenly moved.
So I'm sorry, I'm still not following you.
Your makeup looks like it was plastered on by a mortician.
Clearly you can see that is not what we see in this case. With that, it's not that being said,
I hate to interrupt your long and drawn-out ramblings about your denial of aging out and how you still apply jaundice-colored foundation with a putty knife. Can we just move this conversation forward, because I want to ask you about your recent issues with Julie.
all right, guys. I would rather be ran over by a truck probably than talk about Julie.
Like a Five Guys truck? Sucks hearing that damn applause, doesn't it?
With that, it's not
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, listening to you is like pulling teeth. Just tell us your long-winded Julie story.
as you guys know, the other day I went live and spoke about Miss Julie. If Julie is watching, she's welcome to join us.
Okay.
Nobody say anything disrespectful to her.
Everyone in chat, please disregard what Justin just said. By all means, feel free to run your mouths about anyone on this panel. This channel and its chat are for adults that can cope in life and don't get all triggered and butthurt at criticism.
First of all, I want to say that I think Julie has a big heart. I'll say that. I think Julie has a big heart, and I think she means well, but I also think sometimes she goes a little too far down the rabbit hole.
You don't understand. If you remember, this is like hold on one second.
Jay, can you stop it for a second? I just want to say something.
Why must you insult my...
Yeah. Oh my God. Sal, what? What is it?
Okay, you know how he said Julie is, and then he changed has a big heart. So what were you gonna say? Julie is what?
Mm.
And then has a
Interesting.
big heart. Okay,
What was he
whatever.
gonna
Let's
say,
go back
Justin?
to Twilight.
Why must you insult my crazy wife?
So
Uh-oh.
Now I must deal with more of her mouth breathing.
it's not.
This is unacceptable, my friend.
I'm sorry, I'm still not following you.
You make her cry and her nose liquid drips into my perfecto panko pork chops.
With that,
Be nice and make her stop cry, or I beat you
That's
with your
enough,
own monkey
Father.
until you no breathe.
that being said, I
seriously beat you until all the little ant legs on your orange potato head fall out.
clearly you can see.
Tutto quello che vedo è un uomo che gioca a travestirsi.
I'm sorry, I'm still not following you.
Forget about it.
So I wanted to address some things because
And I just want your address, you know, because...
with that,
Wait a minute. Why are you looking at me? Brittany,
I don't want to get sick. So I'm going to go lay down or something. So,
You are weak, that is true, but you may not leave.
all right.
Now, Brittany, I seen your eyes drift my way. Don't be shy, Bellissima. You may gaze upon me all you wish. Ah, perfetto. Now don't say a word and adjust your camera so that I can bask in all of your glory. You naughty girl. Grande fupa. Per trovare il punto
Oh
bagnato.
my God.
Voglio rotolarti nella farina. Molto grande, fupa.
What the fuck? Oh my God. I can't. Holy shit.
No. Fupa, come back. Come back, Fupa. No, not you. More Fupa. Please, I beg of you. Ti amo.
Huh?
Fupa.
Huh?
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Amen.
What in the world did I just witness? Julie, tell the bald father thank you for blessing us with his presence.
Okay.
And also, what in the Sam hell is a fupa?
It's clearly, with that, it's not, that being said,
Surprisingly, I kind of figured you wouldn't know.
clearly,
I'm glad that we can agree. Now, do you mind if we get back to your thoughts on Julie so that we can move this along?
I think Julie has a big butt.
What?
I'll say that. I think Julie has a big butt.
Amen. For making it happen. I want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Easy there, Sergeant Panty Slaughter. Let's let Justin finish before we have to listen to you finish.
Oh my God, Tony.
This is so fucking scary.
Tony told me to tell you that I was just packing some cigarettes.
Wait a minute. Were you just talking to your imaginary friend Tony again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Tony, your imaginary friend who keeps an eye on you and keeps you out of trouble. He's kind of like your PR guy.
I do and say what I want because I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need someone hanging over my shoulder to answer for me.
I'm actually glad to hear that. Perhaps now we can finally talk about your prayer to Samael, the angel of death.
Tony said that I'm not allowed to talk about that.
Wait a minute. You just said that you're a grown-ass man and that you don't need someone to speak for you.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about, but I have to be going now.
Eventually, we're going to have this conversation. Before you go, would you mind if I find someone in chat to take your place?
Tony said we shall allow it.
Perfect. Now let's look at the chat and see who wants to take your place. Let's see. Well, look who we have here. Julie, today is your lucky day. You said that Smiley was one of the people who were bullying you. She's here in chat and says,
Oh no.
if Skolnick has an issue with me,
no.
y'all best let my ass up there so us can talk face to face.
Oh, wait.
Well, Samael, it was very nice to see you this evening, and before we let Smiley...
Wait a second. Smiley the Hut. It says, if Skolnick has an issue with me, y'all best let my ass up there so us can talk face to
face. Well, Samael, it was very nice to see you this evening, and before we let Smiley up, Is there anything else that you'd like to say before you go?
Did you tell her that I still have her panties?
Goodbye, Samael, and welcome Smiley the Hut.
Oh my
Well,
God.
the next time that I see Samael, I'll let him know that you said that he can keep your panties. Are you serious? You wore them while doing hot yoga? Hell no! I don't want to know what it sounded like when you took them off.
Oh my God.
The Exorcist.
Listen, Smiley, you wanted to talk to Julie face to face. Well, here she is. Also, due to that image
This
being
ought to be
burned into
good.
my brain of your drawers dropping to the floor like a loaded wet diaper, I'm going to mute myself for a bit while I go and scrub out my mouth and eyes with bleach and give my therapist a call. I'll be right back.
I have no interest in talking to you. You've watched me on YouTube and you've seen how YouTube has affected me negatively. Go away. You think YouTube makes me upset? And I go to therapy.
Silly Jedi, silly Jedi. Solo thought lumake chaya.
You're concerned about me? Don't have to watch me. Nobody's forcing anybody to watch me. I don't know what, but Tony said something. So I guess my guess is Tony said something. Who are you to judge me? You don't know my story. You are not supportive. You do not have my self-interest in heart.
Hey, everyone. Sorry that I took so long, but a chubby buddy of mine made me a scavenger hunt to go on. He said that he hid a pair of pants and some other random shit out in the woods for me to find. Since I suck at detective work, but I excel at clickbait, my friend then told me where to find the shit that he hid so that it would appear that because of my YouTube detective skills, I found it on my own. It was super fun and super believable. It was just like Brian Laundrie's parents who just randomly walked up and found his body. I'm just that good. No, you silly Billy. Why in the hell would I share that information with local law enforcement? I found the treasure, not them. I needed to find this treasure for my channel, not for anyone else. If I let law enforcement know about my findings, then my treasure would have made national headlines. Now, Julie, I hope that you've been able to get some things worked out with everyone up here on panel, but I think that we should take a short break and then wrap things up. I believe that the only person left is Brittany. So let's take a quick break, and when we return, you and Brittany can then patch things up, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Everyone, please enjoy this short commercial break, and we'll see you back here in a minute.
Wow, check out Captain D's new snacks. Craveable flavor for only $3.49. Dive into fish tenders or butterfly shrimp, all served with delicious hush puppies. Get Captain D's new snacks now.
Captain D's, the taste of the coast.
Oh my God. I am fucking dead. Mocking media, you're going straight to hell. Holy shit.
Yeah,
The
stick a
frick-
fork at me and turn me over.
Are
'Cause
those
that
tongues?
This is the rose. The rose. Oh my God.
What the fuck is a fupa? It's the fat upper area. The fat upper area. It's the fat upper area. And if you got we want the area.
Holy hell. Sorry about that, folks. I had no idea what station that was. Our commercial break today was supposed to be sponsored by the Trinity Broadcasting Network, and clearly that wasn't the case. Well, it is what it is. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. Julie, you've now had a chance to talk to everyone that has been bullying you except for Brittany. And as is tradition, she's sleeping again. It's funny and pathetic, isn't it? But don't you worry, Julie. I know how to wake her up. Honey bun, where's my Captain D's?
It was in there when you walked in there.
Woman, when did you get that raggedy shit?
I just got it tonight.
You specs me to eats that?
But I got the...
You best not be streaming. This house not be cleaning itself.
You won't even let me talk.
I be doing shit and stuff all day, and you can't even makes me supper.
Pot roast was done.
You call that pot roast?
But I got the...
The only thing that be working in this damn house is the crock pot.
That hurts my feelings.
Brittany, I'm just messing with you. It's me, Reverend Lee Jonathan. You're on my live stream. I think you were half asleep again. Tell you what, why don't you take a moment to wake up, and I'll use that time to throw up a few comments from our chat. When you're feeling more awake, we'll get back to the discussion between you and Julie.
Thank you for being respectful.
I'm a respectful kind of guy. See you soon. Now let's see who we have in chat and take a look at some of their comments. Oh, here's one. This is from the user named the Boar Lodge/Whack Shack, saying, Broseph, let me up, or are you scared? I make edgy videos using stock footage. Unfortunately, Whack Shack or Boar Lodge, I'll have to pass. I have enough crying bleeders up here already, and as you know, I don't trust anything that bleeds for a week and doesn't die. Plus, don't you have some mythical Viking cosplay bukkake meeting to attend, or some dipshit Christian nationalism QAnon post to write? Anyway, this next user named T-Rev Dashing Child Support says, Gangstas, you want some Mickey D's? Hit me up on DoorDash. Driver name Michaela. Well, T-Rev, I'm afraid that I already had my lunch and that I'm back at work.
You said
that thing
Michaela.
that people do to earn money for their kids so they don't have to be poser grifting bitches online. But you keep fighting that good fight, Uncle Cracker. Now, I think we should show one more comment and then check in with Brittany. Let's see. Oh, wow. This one is from the user named Chalupa with extra meat saying, my first FUPA chat. Love your channel and all of your hard work.
FUPA chat. You got a FUPA chat?
Welcome back, Brittany. And yes, I got my first FUPA chat.
Well, thank you for the FUPA chat.
Sorry, Brittany, but that FUPA chat was generously given to me. Now, if you don't mind, we really need to wrap this stream up. Ladies, I need you both to quickly have it out so that we can all heal and move on. Julie, since you have an issue with Brittany, perhaps you should go first.
I have no interest in talking to you.
Julie, you don't have to talk to Brittany if you don't want to. I just thought I'd give you both a neutral platform to do it on. Perhaps in time, we can try this again. Now, Brittany, is there anything that you'd like to say to Julie?
Yep, I think so. I really do.
By all means, the floor is yours.
I heard exactly what you said. I'm glad you're here. Do you have a problem with that? Do I have to explain to you every move I make in my own life? That's exactly what you fucking did. And I fucking did. I don't owe you shit. Have the best day ever being a triggered bitch, you weird fucking manly looking. Oh God, I want to say so much. I'm not. Whoever fucking told you I don't take showers, you are a nasty bitch. You truly are. Go clip your fingernails. And your day's coming. And no, that's not a threat. That's not a threat. It's the law of the universe, you dumb bitch. You're freaking psycho. You are a psycho fucking path who has nothing but time. You are miserable. Go do something. Go do something with your family. And you're just as ugly on the inside as you are the outside. And I said you look like a man. I'll say it 1,000 times. You look like a man. You call me a cow. You say that I don't take showers. I got news for you. I would never want to be friends with people that sit there and look shame.
Damn, Brittany, are you okay?
I honestly don't have time for her. I really don't.
What in the hell did Julie do to you that has made you abandon your Christian beliefs so much that you would talk to another one of God's children like this?
She's triggered by my profile picture. She says my hair is oily in this picture. But that's not oil, you idiot. Can you even braid your hair? Fucking wirehead. Can you braid your hair? She called me fat. She called me ugly. She said I don't have eyebrows. She said that when I walk, I make a weird like clapping sound, calling me fat. She called me a cow. I stink and I don't take showers. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Nasty bitch. But by the looks of your fingernails, it looks like you wipe your ass with them.
Brittany,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, it's, sometimes I don't come out and say things that I think because my mama's raised me to be classy and not to say things that, come to your mind that aren't nice. But since you want to go there, we can go there. You look like you wipe your ass with your fingernails. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I can keep going. I can definitely keep going.
I think that it's time to end this before we...
She thinks she's going to hurt me. She's not going to hurt me. I'm just going to clap back at her ass. Like you said, my ass sounds when I walk. My man loves my big ass. At least I'm not shaped like a man. I'm proud to have a big ass.
Brittany, enough. Apologize to Julie right now. This is getting out of hand.
No, I'm not going to apologize. I said what I meant. And she can keep saying that I'm
What is the deal
I'm
here?
transphobic. Bitch, are you trans? I don't think so. I'm proud of having a big ass. You ain't hurting me, girl. You ain't hurting me at all. I love my ass. That's one of my best assets.
I'm sorry, everyone. I will not allow another word to be spilled by that dirty pirate hooker's hypocritical mouth. This is why I do these streams, folks, to show all of you the hypocrisy that poisons these streets and this world.
Holy shit. Oh my God. That was funny as hell. Her rant without all of the gaps, like...
I was impressed with how he did that.
Jay, this is BJ. Can you hear me? I
What
forgot
is
to
that?
tell.
What is going on in the background here? Hey, Emily, you're up here.
I know.
Sounds like she's got a
I just
kennel
wanted to finish.
or dog kennel.
What's up? What's up, Em? Hold on. Yeah, BJ, hold on. Let's let Emily talk for a second, Beach.
I just wanted to come up to, I don't know, balance it out up here. It was a little crazy, and but I took a few minutes to come up.
Yeah, it's a little nuts
Y'all
tonight.
were talking about the crabs and stuff, so I thought I'd come up. But yeah, I'm glad BJ's mom taught her to be classy. But I mean,
The crabs.
no,
You got you need antibiotics for the crabs?
me? No, I said that's what you guys were talking about when I decided to come up.
Oh, I'm like, oh, I thought you were coming up for like advice because Scott H was like, oh,
No,
she's using cream for crabs.
yeah, no,
I'm
never.
just kidding.
I've never had the crabs, but I just said I'm glad BJ's mom taught her how to be classy.
Oh yeah,
Does it sound okay? I have my AirPods in.
there's like it actually. Is that Emily's background noise, you guys?
No.
Yeah, everybody else is muted. It
It's not-
sounds
There's
like you're
nothing.
underwater or something.
It's probably my it might be my my AirPods.
That video was great though. You guys need to check out Mocking Media. Faux show. Scott, what did you say?
Oh, I said that was great. That would have to take a lot of work to do that.
Dude, you ain't kidding.
I mean, Chris was talking about it in chat. I mean, that was literally half an hour of basically it was a conversation.
I don't know how they do it.
Talking back and forth to each other and answering each other. That incredible amount of work. That was impressive.
Right. Taking people that weren't even in the same damn stream and having a convo. They have the patience of a saint to put those together.
Those names were great too.
All right, Emily. Sorry, I muted you. Are you there?
I'm switching my. I think it's my AirPods and put something else on. Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna mute you. Just unmute when you're done.
Hello.
What's up, AK?
Was hey, I did come up and you threw that show up and I laughed my ass off. I literally fell off my couch. I was laughing so hard.
I
Um,
saw
I,
you cracking up. That was one of the best ones I think so far.
yeah, I mean, I was like, I was crawling. I was getting up on my keyboard trying to type. I
One
was
of the
like
best.
on the floor. But anyways, I want to say shout out to Scott. Do you still do art, man?
No, that's not him. That was Scott Skulls.
Oh, okay. Well,
That was
sorry,
a different
sorry,
Scott.
sorry, my
Same.
bad. But I remember
No, you're all
Scott
right.
too. I do remember Scott. He did Summer Wells, right?
Yes, yes, I did.
Yeah, yeah, you did. All right. So shout out to you, brother. Peace, love, kindness. But oh my God, no! I need to watch that because I know I'm gonna crawl over the floor again and cry and laughing. That was the best. I think the most best, right on top, right, like right on the T.
I
and
agree.
and it's funny that somebody has a sense of humor out of all this, in a way, because there's some idiots out here in this world, and we all know who they are, right? And somebody just make a mock and more funny of what the bullshit they're pulling just makes it better. Because I mean, I know we're all stressed in a way. We're true crime people, right? We want the end result of finding somebody and hopefully they're okay, right? But in this situation with all of us, I guess we need to laugh. We need humor. We need something that carries us on for the next. So peace. I love
Laughter
y'all.
is the
Wait, is
best
that AK?
medicine.
Can you hear me better? Is that AK up there? Yeah.
It is.
Do, can you hear me better?
I can hear you.
Are you the chicken man?
At one time, I was the chicken man.
What? Yeah, but you said you weren't the chicken man.
I'm well. I came out. I did have some chickens, and I ended up moving, and I lost my chickens. I live well. Anyways, so yeah, it was.
Chickens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had some
Do the
chickens.
chickens have large
it
talons?
was like some night he came on Tubies and he was like talking, and everybody was trying to decide who it was, and
Yeah.
he kept saying he was a chicken man, and then like I don't even know if it was 15 minutes later he comes back up and he's like, what are you guys talking about? We were like, and people were saying it wasn't him, and I'm like, a bunch of us were like, yeah, that's him.
I know.
And then he's like,
I
it's
am
not
the
me.
chicken man. All right. Does it make you feel better?
I knew it was.
Well, I know. I told Queen Bee. I said yes. I did have chickens. I mean, I lost my house, so
You tried to
lost my
deny it though.
chickens.
He's like, why is everybody calling you?
I don't know. Because I talk about chickens, and they call me Chicken Man. I was like, but I like chickens. Hey, I like to eat them.
Hold on, I have to welcome a new member to Cooterville.
But that's funny. That's funny. Okay.
Firefly, welcome to Cooterville. Let's give Firefly an official welcome.
Y'all welcome to Cooterville. Come on in and remember, close your lips.
And now we got Vibrator coming in hot with 5 more Cooters. Healing Nature, Mimi, Kiki Loves You, Love Louie, and Bitter Pill to Swallow. Welcome to
A
Cooterville.
cooter de ville. I think the devil drives a cooter de ville. I saw the dreadlocks over the hill. Not against her will. I got time to kill. Way down in Cooters.
Did Martha fall asleep? Martha.
Jenny.
In other words,
I'm
here.
I
Oh,
did
fuck.
lose my chicken, so I am partially Chicken Man. So it's all right. But there's nothing other than that Chicken Man. I'm skinny. I have legs. I got skinny legs. So I'm Chicken Man.
Chicken legs.
Yeah,
Chicken legs.
Scotty.
Okay.
Scotty. Are you sleeping?
I don't think he's sleeping.
No, I'm still here.
So now you know about the bush?
I do.
Oh, Lord.
We've got cooters, we've got debouche, we've got fupas. Somehow,
And roses.
debouche has crabs.
Remember, this
And
channel is for education.
Purpose
and
only.
roses. Don't forget the roses.
Right, roses and antibiotic cream. We haven't determined if it's for rose
Mm-hmm.
irritation or crabs.
And if those
Yeah.
people say that these are hate channels, they're not. They're help channels.
Help.
Help. Help.
Of course.
He
That's what
is
we're here
funny
for.
that the crabs. You know where we got the crabs? Because one day she said her thinking.
Oh, that song will never, ever sound the same to me again now. Especially after seeing that tongue lick that little thing of gelatin. I'm done.
At least
Done.
my chickens that are in the bush don't have any crabs. That's one thing I have to say.
Oh, God. Stop with the crabs. Blech. God. I mean,
I know.
fuck.
I keep picturing little tiny crabs
I
crawling.
can't. No, I can't. I can't. It's fucking nasty.
Well,
Hey, Swanley.
the subscribers are called crabs.
Whose? Not mine.
BJ's.
Oh.
I thought they
Yeah.
were
BJ's Big Bushes.
She can't get over that crab, so she has
Well,
to
Trisha
live.
talks. Her members are BJ's Big Bushes. And earlier she redirected her chat to mine. And I was like, oh my God, BJ's Big Bushes just entered Cooterville.
You know what's good about having chickens? They eat crabs and
Oh my
bed
God.
bugs.
AK, stop. I do not want to eat
That's actually
any
good
of your
addition, though.
chickens.
You could unleash
What?
the chickens in the bush and it would take care of the crabs.
God, you guys are ruining meat for me altogether.
Ugh. I'm just. Ew.
So over
So
it.
should we talk
Now you're
about?
ruining chicken?
Should we talk about like flies or
Please.
something instead?
Please change the subject.
Flies. Okay.
I'd rather talk about flies than ruin chicken.
Chickens
Actually,
eat
have
flies
chicken in my
too.
crock pot right now.
Chickens eat all kinds of bugs.
I only eat chickens that eat freaking organic feed.
How do you know that's true? How do
I
you
don't know. I just tell myself.
Trisha, it says, is Martha the woman that QB thought was the dog person? Yeah, but I'm not.
I always wondered if that's true though about the chicken. Like, is it true or are they lying?
Well, yeah, I mean, you got thousands of chickens and a rat comes in. You don't think that chicken's going to eat it?
No, because they keep it separate. But have you seen like the regular chicken?
You
Like,
think so?
they're huge with hormones in them, and
Yeah, they pump them up with
they're
hormones.
huge. Yeah.
It's nasty.
How come peanut butter by the FDA, there's so much rat poop in your peanut butter?
Stop it.
Oh, there is not. You know what?
My question is
you know,
though,
I'm a
with
Gen X.
chickens,
I ate the dirt. I drank out of a hose. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
I'm a Gen X too.
Yeah.
With you.
Like, doesn't matter.
Ay, Dios
But
mío,
the
yes,
chicken
I
thing-
am Marta, Jennifer, Betty Boop, whatever you want to call me.
I like turtles and I like to eat corn at the end.
Like Clue.
I like corn.
Wait a minute. I was like stumped. Okay, so the other night I had corn on the cob and I was trying to picture how Clue said
Girl,
she
you gotta
ate.
have corn with mayo. And
Yeah, I know Mexican street corn, but listen, Clue said she eats hers diagonally. Or not diagonally, but like, what would that be? Vertically?
Horizontal. Come on.
No, horizontal is how I eat it, like normal, right?
It'd be vertical. Well, yeah,
She
horizontal.
holds it up and
Horizontal
down.
straight, y'all. Come on, get it.
My
And
state has the
the
best
other
corn.
is
Just so you
yeah.
know.
Listen,
come on.
AK,
Don't you
they're
know
all
your science and your mathematicals?
they're all straight.
We have the best corn here, and we have a bacon fest here.
Okay, so listen, she eats it vertically. So I was trying to figure out if she put the whole thing down her throat and then pulled it out and slid it across her teeth to get the corn out, or does she
I know that. I thought
Does her
that's a nightmare.
nose touch the corn cob as she's biting downwards?
Does she cut it off? Like my mom did that for me when I had braces.
No, she doesn't cut it off. She said she eats the shit vertically.
If she know what vertically is, maybe she has them confused.
Well, then someone said, "Do you deep throat it?" And she said, "Yes."
Oh, she's lying.
So I don't fucking know. We need her to answer on the corn. Yeah, because your nose would touch it going down. So how is it less messy and easier to eat that way? She's like, I tried to eat it the other way and I can't.
Okay, so if I eat it sideways, like, you know, how is that, horizontal or vertical? Vertical is like, I'm so
always
lost.
imagined it like I would
I
always
eat
do
it side
like
to
you're
side.
eating a bit.
and then turn it a notch like an old typewriter. You know
No,
how you-
she's holding it like a banana.
Yeah, that's weird.
How do you eat corn?
That's strange, yeah.
I've been wondering
Everybody.
I've been wondering if she's cooking her corn in her dishwasher. You know, she's heating up the corn. And...
Maybe it's not actually corn.
She maybe got it confused with a banana. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess everybody's asked her to demonstrate. So
How do
we're
you
waiting.
put butter on your corn?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Anybody.
Sometimes I have I have a stick and I might roll it in it, or I take a knife and just put it on there.
They sell those things that like you can put a stick of butter in and like go up and down. You know what I'm talking about?
Old school.
Oh yeah, like rub it up and down.
Yeah.
I have a butter dish where you put the butter on a tray and you got a lid and it's old and you set it out and you just roll your butter around on top of it.
The corn holders and you roll it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've seen people do that, Teresa, where they butter their bread and then they roll the damn corn up in the bread and then they eat the bread and butter.
I've never done that.
I like sweet corn. I mean, Ohio we have so much corn. It's crazy. I'd rather buy it from off the streets than buy it in the store.
I'm in Iowa and we have really good corn.
There you go, Iowa. You got
Iowa is
too,
like the
don't you?
home of corn.
Yeah.
No, that's Idaho.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's potatoes. Out of corn, we have we have really good corn. It's like in the summer it's so good to eat. Just like tomatoes from the garden.
It's like sweet, like the sweet corn.
I love that.
Sweet. I like the sweet corn.
I love
watched
fresh
this hilarious
tomatoes.
thing on X the other day. This lady was walking down the street. She said, "I just don't get it today." She said, "I just walked to the store, to the dispensary to buy my weed, and now I'm having to walk down the street to the neighbor's house and buy eggs off the street."
Well, yep.
And you think about that, that's really weird. You used to go to the store to buy eggs and bought weed off the street, but now the price is so high.
Yeah.
For eggs, you have to buy them black market, and
right, it's ridiculous.
You can go and buy your weed.
It's crazy. It is. I mean, like even Canada, like I've been hearing people in chat like they never had Canadian bacon. Now it's just a different cut. That's all it means. But it tastes really good. It's like a round, cut of like pork. And
it's basically ham.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not,
Yeah,
it's not too much different than anything else, but it tastes good because the way they cut it. It's the way they cut it. So
I don't like Canadian bacon. Blech.
I'm not.
I'm not big on it. Yeah, I mean, I eat
like
bacon,
if I get like a McMuffin, I'm getting a sausage McMuffin.
Sausage egg McMuffin. Oh my god.
Yeah, I watched some McDonald's the other day, and my friend took me to
now I
the
want
store, and I was
McDonald's.
like, "Oh no, I don't want to eat." No, I'm done. McDonald's is gone. No, I'd stop. I'm gonna stop eating any Empire, franchises, fast food places. I'm done. I mean, I might as well eat dirt.
I went a year and a half without eating any fast food at all. And
really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and then I do now.
That
well,
takes
I don't
that takes
but...
a lot of restraint.
I just
haven't
after
eaten
a while
fast
you
food
just
in years.
Yeah, after a while you just don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh wow, I haven't. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
I know.
wild.
Me too. Because like, yeah, I cook all the time, and every girlfriend I have, they say I'm making her fat because they eat my food. But anyways, I know how to cook. But that's what I love to do. I like to cook. I know what it's in my food, you know. But
But
I mean,
now I do.
when I go fast food, I'm like I'm risking it. you know, I don't know what's really in there. I mean, it's a molded, looks like a hamburger, or molded what looks like a chicken McNugget or whatever it may be. Oh, it's molded, you know,
This
and
was
Are
a
they'll
you
put.
while. This was a while
Emily? Are
ago.
you Emily Pickles?
Yeah.
Okay, it is. Hi, Emily. I didn't know you were Emily Pickles. Teresa just said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Emily?
I
I guess
like
it does
pickles.
just say
We're talking about food. I like pickles.
I know. I didn't go by Emily
Y'all
Pickles for
are
a while.
y'all are making me hungry.
Yeah,
Well,
my
when I get stoned, I eat all kinds of crazy shit like almonds, pickles, nuts, cheese. Oh my god, don't get me in the cheese aisle. Oh my god, don't get me
okay. At
stoned.
question, has anybody, you guys, okay? Because I did not know this for the longest time. So I'm from Iowa. So the Midwest, one of the things we have are pickle
I like
roll-ups.
Iowa. I've been there.
They're what?
Pickle roll-ups. So they are like you can use
Big,
any type of
like a
ham, but
big pickle.
like it's Carl Buddig is like the meat usually that works really well with it, but like you can use ham or beef, and then you put cream cheese on it, and you roll a
Mm.
pickle in it, and then it's better to like to put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then you cut it up, and it's delicious. But
I've never heard
now,
of it.
yeah, and
Sounds interesting.
now at our fair they do them deep fried, but
Ooh, there we
uh,
go. Here we
yeah,
go.
most of the stuff at our fair is like on a stick. See, Midwest people usually are known
All
for
right,
being a little
I'm gonna
extra
try that. I'm gonna
stick,
look that
Everything
up.
deep fried is always better.
yeah.
Yeah.
But pickle roll-ups, they probably have them. You can look them up
I've
online.
had
But
fried pickles, so it's like a fried pickle kind of,
well, this
but
like if
with
you make
cream
them at
cheese. You said with cream cheese.
yeah, when you make them at home, mostly you just do it with the the Carl Buddig meat is like that cheap
Sounds
thin meat.
like a pepper with cream cheese in
You
it.
just wrap it. Some people do it with even onions. You can do it with
And you
spears
wrap.
or
You can
just.
wrap bacon around it and shit. Hell yeah.
I never have. Like I said, we have a bacon
Well,
stick
hey,
too.
we got something moving.
But yeah,
We got the
I
munchies going.
I just never knew that it was only like you know how sometimes you find out, oh, we don't have that here. People, you get to talking to people and they're like, we don't never even heard of that. So
I've never heard of that.
it's really good.
It sounds all right. I'm not a huge pickle fan though.
Mm,
Emily Pickles, you must like pickles.
I love pickles. Yes. Yes.
Every now and then I can eat like a deli like dill pickle,
Mm-hmm.
like the big ones or whatever that you used to get like with a deli sandwich. I can dig one of those.
Yeah, I like dill. I like sweet pickles, but I would rather eat dill. Like I
Mm-mm.
like dill pickles for they have like what are they like sweet and spicy?
I don't know. My
Those
grandmother
are
used to
really
put that
good.
sweet pickles in her potato salad.
Oh,
That I could. Mm-mm.
yeah, I like dill pickles better, but
I like the bread and butter pickles too.
yeah, those are good too. But they have like a bread and butter pickle. We have Mount Olive. Is that the brand name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they have like a spicy pickle.
What does that mean, bread and butter? What does that taste like?
I I don't know why it's called bread and butter. It's not just a sweet pickle. It's got something on it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not sweet, but it's not
It's one of
sour
those. It's one of those icky tasting.
like the
Blech.
dill.
I think I tried those before, like seeing them in the fridge or something, being like, "Oh, bread and butter, they must be good." Like a bread and butter, Mm-mm.
They're kind
Yuck.
of a taste that you have to get used to. I would think
Yeah, it's like tangy. It's gross.
if you don't.
I'm not big on like pickled stuff. Like, blech. I
I
can't
li-
eat that.
Pickled asparagus is good.
Ugh.
I like
Nothing that is soaking in fluid. No, I can't do it. Like pickled eggs. Oh my god.
Oh, I've
Stop
never
it.
had one of those before. I
Just
like
looking at them. Oh my
The
god.
pickled quail eggs.
Oh,
Those are
quail.
good because they're like perfect little bite size.
Bite size?
Yeah, a quail egg is really
Oh my
small.
god, that is that is nasty as fuck.
What does a quail egg taste like compared to a chicken egg?
Pretty much about the same.
Do
It's
they have
a
little
little richer,
yolks?
a little richer than but mine were, I mean, like so fresh. I mean, they would be like hours old, if not minutes old. So
Wait a minute. When you pickle them, you boil them, right?
yeah,
So you have like little tiny eggs with like a little tiny yolk in them.
yes.
Ooh,
I'd be scared just because it's different.
it would be different to bite
just-
into like a little tiny egg.
Yeah, they're really tiny. They're not much.
Mm.
Well,
I'd
when the quail very first starts laying, their eggs are about the size of a marble,
mm-mm.
and then they get a little bit. They're still smaller than the big marble, you know, your shooter marble. But yeah, when they first start laying, they're
Mm-mm. I'd feel like I was eating little baby chicks. I would. I'd picture those little baby chicks in the thing at Tractor Supply, and I'd be like, I can't.
Oh, I made a hard-boiled egg one time and I didn't do it long enough and I bit into it and it was like, oh, I didn't eat those for a long time. But yeah, I don't know. I can't eat deer meat, like deer jerky, but I can eat regular beef jerky. I think it tastes different. I think some stuff's just like what you're thinking about it. You know.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
we're lucky that we're not like other countries that they eat crickets and freaking roaches and
Yeah, very true.
you know
Yeah.
It's different
snails.
when you raise it and you process it yourself. Or you know hunt, you know, game. It's it's definitely a lot different than store bought. I guess you get more of a, well, first of all, you know more of what's in it and how the animal's taken care of, and you know its living conditions and things like.
Well, yeah, it's a lot different to have your own farm than to freaking watch, a video of a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, those will turn a lot of people away from it for
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah, I won't watch that stuff.
Well, I've heard in California,
I don't want to
um,
know.
You don't know what she's
I
gonna
just
say.
already know. I don't want to know.
about dogs.
Nope. Don't want to know. I will kick you. I don't
Yep.
want to know. I will
Yeah,
kick you,
exactly.
Martha. Nope.
Hmm.
Nope.
Yeah, so don't
I
trust
can't do it.
any type of food that you think that is chicken or meat.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even know what a quail is. What is a quail? I know it's a bird, but
Bird.
like,
Yeah.
are they like wild?
Can you Google right now?
Yeah.
Google COR
What's that quail?
COR.
TUNIX, then quail. And that's the very.
I was like, what freaking website you sending me to?
People go quail hunting.
That's what I raised there.
What is that?
What do you mean you raise them? Oh, they're cute, but I don't think I could eat them. You eat them?
Yeah, I raised them for eggs and then meat.
You raise them and then you eat them.
I did. I don't anymore because of my health. Yeah, I used to raise quail.
Why wouldn't you just get the big chickens?
Well, I raised those too. I raised the.
Look how little they are, you guys.
Yeah.
That's not even worth the meat. Poor little birdies.
Yeah, that's like
Scott
eating,
H.
That's like eating crab legs. There's not that much meat on
There's
them.
no meat on them.
It's all the breast. When you butcher them, you take, unless you want it for appearance purpose, you take the wings completely off, and then you take the the cut right at the knee, what you would call the knee joint on the bird.
Yeah, you can see there's meat, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is good.
Oh, they're delicious.
They're not good for hot wings.
And they
Oh.
reach maturity in about 6 weeks. So
They do?
yeah.
Wow.
So when you hatch some, your female, the hens, they're sexually developed at 6 weeks, so you can start getting fertilized eggs from them. And they also start laying
Stop.
about 6 weeks. And then you take your males, they're you can butcher them between 6 and 8 weeks.
There's no way I could have that and hold it in my hand and feed it, and I don't know if I'd love it, but and then
Nope, can't do it.
Yeah, and then chop its head off.
Look at that.
And
I
eat
can
it.
send Jay pictures of me holding them.
There's no way.
Hens, full grown.
Look at them.
Little chicks that's still in the incubator.
No,
Is it
they're
true
just
that
little.
when you eat a chicken, you cut its head off and they're still running around?
Well, I usually hold them.
Because you know how they have that saying. I'm not.
If
I'm
you
not
do
trying-
that, yeah,
I'm not trying
I
to-
think that is true. I've
Whoa.
asked that
I'm
before.
just wondering.
Look
Yeah,
at
there-
that baby.
Yeah, there's no way.
They
One-
will flop around if you let them, but I'd hold the bird and once cut the head off, you just hold the bird so they don't.
I couldn't go hunt. I couldn't hunt. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Okay, you guys are gonna make me go vegetarian now.
I couldn't ever do. I just no. Mm-mm. I hit a possum once with my car. and
Oh
started
my
crying.
goodness! Look
I might
at
go
that
with the
straight
pickles.
out. Look at that
Emily, I
straight.
might go with the pickles.
That's
Seriously.
straight out of the freaking egg right there.
Everything goes with pickles. Everything goes with pickles and cheese. Everything.
I used to make cheese too because I had dairy goats.
Those are the eggs that Scott H eats right there.
Those are the eggs. Yep.
They look like the freaking gumballs we eat on Easter.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I told my sister today because she told my nephew we need to do Easter eggs for Easter. I said, what are you doing that for? They're so expensive. Why do you guys have to do it? We have to do it. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. Guess what? Right after Easter, the egg prices are gonna just plummet. You watch. You watch. It's becoming like, remember, when you go on vacation, like every holiday, right? They raise the gas prices and shit, or they used to.
Yeah.
Same shit. They're getting us in different ways. So I'm just kidding. No, I'll take off my tinfoil hat.
Well, usually we used to blow the yolk out so they were real thin and put it in a thing to cook the egg. We didn't. Some people use them for make them with hard boiled eggs. They color them. So I guess you could keep it and make eggs. I don't know.
Oh, I have to save that picture. Hold on. Scott, I cannot believe you eat these.
Yep.
Would you still eat them today?
Oh yeah. I've been thinking about starting just with quail again. Used to, I had egg-laying
Stop.
chickens, meat chickens, dairy goats, meat goats, a hog, a calf, the quail, and rabbits.
Oh, look at that picture.
Look at them. Stop. Let them be. Look at them in their little speckled eggs.
Oh.
They've got the hen right on each side of the vent. The vent's where they do everything out of their vent. They breed out of their vent. They lay eggs out of their vent, and they use the bathroom out of their vent. They do pretty much everything out of their vent. But they're when you butcher them, there's 2 little sacks on each side of the vent, and when they're laying the egg, those 2 little sacks squirt out ink, and that's what puts the speck
Weird.
eggs like that.
Weird.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah, when you butcher them, when you're taking the insides out, you can see the female genitals are inside of the bird, and there's two little pouches there, and they're black because they're filled with that ink that puts the little specks on. You take that, you've got to make sure and take those little sacs out before you butcher them to eat them or whatever.
Interesting. You learn something new every day.
Regina has knowledge in the chat.
What'd she say?
She said eating and farming those little birds keep them from going extinct. It's not as bad as you think, guys.
I know. I'm just being extra.
I know. I'm being extra too. They're so cute.
Because I'll fuck up some eggs and bacon. I'm being extra.
You just see little animals like that. You're like, oh. I don't know.
I don't understand a mini cow. Like, that doesn't even sound genetically natural. It's kind of like when people say teacup Yorkies. Like, that's not really a thing. There's ways that those dogs stay small. I'm not going to go into it, but some are just smaller. And then, they do.
They have a lot of health issues too. Like,
yeah, because they starve them. I'm just going to be honest. That's why they do that. When they're babies, they starve them and they stay small. And then a lot of people, they think they're buying some kind of fucking boutique dog, and then they start feeding them and they blow up.
I don't know what they do.
Some of them stay small. I mean, there are smaller Yorkies, but that's just like a weird thing.
They have some dogs they breed together now that are kind of a weird mix.
I always thought mini cows were just babies, like veal. I don't understand mini cows. Like, what'd we do? Inject them like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I guess if maybe you didn't have enough pasture for them for a regular sized cow, that was a good thing. Whenever we would get a calf, I would split it with my brother-in-law and sister and niece. They would get half of it, and then me and my son would get the other half. And his father had pasture, so we would buy a calf at the auction, and then it would be grass-fed all the way up till fall, and we would about 600 pounds. We would take it and get it butchered. That way, he wouldn't have to worry about buying hay or fooling with it in the cold weather. Going out and making sure water wasn't froze, anything like that. So just buy it in the spring and let it eat all summer, and then butcher it in the fall. And you get 50 to 55% of the weight of the live cow. So if the cow weighs 600 pounds, you're going to get about 300 pounds, 320 pounds of meat total. And then, we would split it. So, my sister's family would get 150 pounds, and me and my son would get 50 pounds.
We've done that. We've split like a quarter of a cow with my brother-in-law.
Right.
That's the best meat ever.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Yes.
There really is a huge difference, even in the color and everything. Like,
absolutely.
You go to the store and then you see that pink meat, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
That's the same way I would do the hogs. I'd split the hogs with my neighbor because his son knew a guy that would go and buy them off of the feedlots. And we would just bring them home, and I would only keep it like 3 or 4 weeks. I'd buy it around 200, 225 pounds. And then they've got a feed, it's called hog finisher. Because when they're on the feedlots, they just feed them, anything. And hog finisher is a cleaner feed for them, so it gets any taste or anything that the meat might have developed while they were, eating who knows what on the feedlot. You get all that cleaned out of them,
Mm-hmm.
finished off, and then take it and get it butchered. And the same way, it would end up being around 250, 275 pounds, somewhere around in there. And you'd end up, with around 125 pounds of pork. And then I raised, we were talking about the chickens. I would raise 25 meat chickens in the fall and then 25 in the spring. And because they would only take 8 weeks. Well, at 6 weeks, they weighed 4 pounds. So you had your fryer chickens. At 8 weeks, they were 5 pounds. So you had like a broiler chicken. And then at 10 weeks, they would be around 6 pounds. So you would have like your big roasters or whatever. Or if you wanted to cut them up, portion them up and, freeze them that way. Kept my egg layers all year round. Same with the quail.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was, but you get a rhythm to it, just like anything else that you do, you get a
right,
a
absolutely.
rhythm to it. Like those quail that we were looking at, I can butcher a quail in about a minute. It literally takes about a minute to do
Okay,
it.
I don't want to know any more about that.
Right.
I'm better off the less I know. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not against, I understand people, I say props to you for, even having your own chickens and people that, get their own eggs. It's a commitment and it's obviously healthier. I'm all for it. I just don't like to know all the deets. Like, I wouldn't be able, even if I lived on a farm, I don't think I'd be able to partake in that part.
Right. Back when I was married.
I'll be like, bring it in when it's all clean and I'll cook it.
If you probably already be like used to doing it if you lived on a farm, but I know I could never even.
My wife, she would never stay around when it was time for the butcher.
Yeah. There's just some things I would just rather not see. Or Fiddle says I'd have a vegetarian farm. Now you want to talk about a veggie farm? I'm all for that.
Right.
I love vegetables that are fresh. I can't do like grocery store. Most of it sucks. I'm so disappointed a lot of the time. You can't find good tomatoes.
Yeah,
Emily, are you
summertime,
doing
yeah.
like a Cricut machine or something?
No,
Or
it's
a
not
printer?
me. Why?
I just thought I heard something in the background, like a printer.
I was muted. I just unmuted.
Oh, I don't know what I'm hearing.
I can hear.
Maybe
something.
I'm hearing something in my head. It's almost 5 a.m.
No, I kind of heard something, but I don't know what. I don't even know what a Cricut printer sounds like. Just so you know.
I don't either. I just was guessing because someone said it sounded like you were crinkling.
But
she's printing her press pass.
Oh yeah, I just turned it. I had it off and then I just turned it back on because I was going to say something, but that's weird.
Nunya, you got to get the heirloom tomatoes. So you got to go to like the stores that have like heirloom tomatoes, and then it'll taste like those old school tomatoes you're used to.
Right. They're farmers markets. If there's
farmers markets or like organic stores. Like we have a lot of organic grocery stores, and they carry all that. It's so good. Those are the best tomatoes ever. But now you get the ones that say from Chile.
Toast is the best.
The what?
Tomato and mayonnaise sandwich with toast on toast.
Love that. So good.
The best.
You know what I used to love? Like, just my mom would be like, For dinner, she would like slice up tomatoes, like when they were in season in Michigan. Sliced tomatoes and fresh corn on the cob when they were in season in the fall.
Right.
And you could just eat that for dinner. So good.
Mom would do the same thing that she would do tomatoes and cucumbers.
Oh, yeah. Loves fresh cucumbers, too. My granddaughter, she loves cucumbers. I know. I loved that, too.
I miss doing it in a way, but in a way I don't miss it.
Yeah. Cucumbers are pickles. No, pickles are cucumbers.
Right, yeah.
Lacey said, I bought a membership a few days ago. Turned out I was on my husband's account. I didn't notice until he just said, is there a Chili's in Cooterville? All right, guys, I think I'm going to go to bed. It's almost 5. I'm finally getting tired again.
Was that noise gone when I hit mute? I don't know what it is.
I don't know, girl. I didn't even notice it. But chat said, what's the crinkling? I'm like, I don't hear any crinkling. Thanks for joining and chatting with me. It was nice.
I was going to say, it was very, very fun.
Yeah, it was. Emily, it was nice talking to you, Pickles.
Nice talking to you. I didn't even think about that. I didn't have the pickle up there. That's funny.
No, you're good. And Scott H, it's been too long. It was nice chatting.
Yes, I enjoyed it very much.
Everybody's going to go eat now.
Yep, I'm going to go finish up my cooking.
Yep, go.
In the middle of the night.
You got the crock pot going?
Yeah, it's done now. So
nice.
Making blackened chicken and Cajun rice. So.
Oh my gosh, that sounds good. I'm probably just going to go to sleep.
Yeah, but you're better off. Have a glass of water and go to sleep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, guys.
All righty. See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Well, that was a nice little late night stream. Thank you guys for joining. A PB&J, that sounds good. What are we going to go eat? I think I might have a bowl of cereal. Lucky Charms. It was a fun late night. I'm definitely not going to go eat any meat right meow. Oh, you're doing your taxes, Sherry Rollins. Mini cupcakes. That sounds safe. No meat. I know. I want McDonald's too. Good night, Kate. Good night, AK. Good night, Wolf. Good night, Crams. Thanks for the mod song. We'll play it. I'm tired right now, but we'll play it tomorrow. Good night, everybody.